Hey folks, this is Gray here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the Itehil, I think that's how you pronounce it, portable reverse osmosis system. One of the first of its kind that I've ever seen, as far as I know. For all you folks that watch this video from start to finish, I got a big surprise for you at the end of this video. Folks, I took this out in the woods with me the other day, and I was absolutely stunned and surprised of the efficiency of a portable RO system that you can take on the go. So instead of sitting here in this stuffy room, let's go ahead and head to the woods, and I'm going to show you how I set this thing up, how I use it, and how I drink some fresh, absolutely clean water from a disgusting, really dark, full of tannin and who knows what else in this little kind of creek bed that I pull water from. We'll come back to me, and then we'll go over the specifications and whatnot in regards to the water filters and all that jazz in regards to the machine, and we'll break it all down and give you that information as well. And folks, in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can win one of these for free. Now, did I just say win one of these for free? I meant 5 of them. I'm going to be giving 5 of these things away, so stay tuned. All right, folks, let's go ahead and head into the woods. All right, so let's set this thing up. Got like a little camping thing that I have put together here for you guys. That just makes things a little easier to have a flat surface to put things on, you know. So this is the water filtration device, the RO system. It's in and outs, and of course the intake. This is the bag that it comes with. All right, so to put this on, it's easy. You just kind of hand tighten this thing on. Give you an overhead view. Just hand tight, not too much. There we go. Throw that into the nasty, disgusting water. We'll go ahead and put in, as you can see, they're marked. The blue is going to be your wastewater or your non-potable water. They lock in there securely. And of course, then you have your RO water. And it's marked right above there where it says drinking water. Again, locks in there pretty secure. I like it. Very simple. Go ahead and put this in the water bottle to collect my water. And then the wastewater, I'm just going to kind of put back in there for now because I'm not collecting it. But I think that's the simplest way to do that. A very clean little setup. Go ahead and turn this thing on by holding it down. It has an automatic pump that kicks on. And then, as you can see here, it'll start pulling up from the nasty water and running it through the filter system. And as it comes through there, it's going to start pumping out that water. And man, it looks pretty clean. I mean, from that murky water, look how clear that is, folks. Very, very clean, I have to say. I have to admit, it's just very clean looking water. Now the question is how does it taste, right? That's what we all want to know. Well, here we go. And I'm still alive today, so. And the ironic thing, it was very, very cold, and it tasted great. I was actually pretty surprised how well it tasted. But look at the clarity of that. I don't know if you can see that. I try to hold it up to the sun so you can see that clarity there. And then I want to compare it to a bottled water, like the Publix water. And if some people didn't know, and I just put a label on this other bottled water, they would have no clue the difference. Anyways, the wife wanted to give it a try, so I went ahead and gave her the water. And she wanted to try it out herself, and she was thoroughly surprised. She said she preferred the water, the RO water versus the bottled water. It had a lot better taste to it. So yeah, and she pretty much finished that thing off, guys. To take it apart, you just kind of hold these little things in here and they kind of pop out. Very, very simple design. Very easy to put together and take down. Of course, then you're going to pull your water thing out or your intake out. And what I did is I kind of shook it out just to make sure there was nothing on there. And honestly, it worked out quite clean. You know what I mean? There's no debris or nothing around there. Nothing got in there. I was thoroughly impressed with the whole system. But yeah, can't complain. Anyways, like I said, let's look at charging. So what I wanted to do is, just because it charges via USB Type-C, and I wanted to use this little power bank that I have here just to see how well it would charge from a smaller power bank. Go ahead and plug that in. And once I have it plugged in, as you can see here, once I roll over here, it's charging the system, no problem. So you can use a power bank or a portable power station, but I figured a power bank is more logical in regards to charging the device for something on the go. Now, you can use solar as well, as long as you have like one of these solar panels that have that kind of extension there for USB Type-C. This is a Yargo. I don't know if I've ever done a review on it or not, but I just wanted to show you guys how you can set it up. It is a 100-watt panel. I keep this in my vehicle at all times just for backup power. And it did pretty good even with low light, because it was pretty dark out, folks. To the point, as you can see, it's time to go home and wrap this video up. So I'll see you guys back at the studio. All right, so that was a lot of fun. I had the missus with me, and we had a lot of fun and spent some time in the woods that day, kind of, going over this and using it and kind of, just having some fun with it. I like to get out of, instead of a, like I said, a room like this, and kind of just really put a product to its paces to see how well it works in an environment of a situation that you could get yourself caught into. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the situation that happened in North Carolina, as well as here in Florida and other places, with the hurricanes that we went through this year, this truly could have come in handy for a lot of folks, and still can be coming in handy for a lot of folks. All right, so let's get into the specifications of the device itself. I'm trying to pronounce the name of it, as best as I can. You guys know I'm really bad at pronunciations and whatnot, but I think it's ITE. So idle. I think it's pronounced idle. If I get it wrong, I know idle, IDOL, and all that stuff like that. But ITE, Itehil or Itehil. Hopefully, I got it right. I'm pretty sure. I even tried to run it through a pronunciation thing, and it didn't really give me what I was looking for. Anyways, so I got my notes here. Let's kind of go over the boring parts, even though we just went through the fun parts. But people are going to want to know the capabilities of a system like this. So let's kind of dive into that. So the filters themselves are PP Cotton Plus, activated carbon plus reverse osmosis membranes, which can remove bacteria, viruses, parasites, heavy metals, fluoride, chlorine, PVC, PFAs, and more. Now, they've went through all the testing here to make it available on the U.S. market. Everything from your NSF to ANSI 58, FDA, CE, EMC, and the list goes on, folks. They've run through the gambit of passing regulations in order to get this, to make sure it does what it does. Basically, all that means, it's certified to become drinkable water once you process whatever water that you're going to process through the system. Now, it's an electric self-priming pump, which I thought was great. So that being said, this thing can produce 17 ounces of drinkable water per minute. Now, it has an RO filter inside of it, as well as a hybrid filter, and we'll discuss those as well. And as you can see in that video, while we were out in the woods, I used a power bank to charge the system, and you can also use solar to power the system, or a portable power station, something portable enough to kind of take out with you. If you're overlanding, if you are camping, situations like that, but also an SHTF scenario where there's a disaster scenario and you need to transport something like this and keep it running to bring water to people that need it. Or if you happen to be in that situation, you're going to have a unit that's going to be able to process water for you and your family to safely drink. In the video, you saw that blue hose, which is the wastewater. And what they consider wastewater is non-potable water. And basically, non-potable water can be used to wash off, let's say clothes or hands, or, things like dishes or whatnot. You want to rinse things off. You can use that water, and you can still use that water for other things outside of the RO water that was coming through the white tube that's giving you your drinkable water. All right, so let's talk about the two filters inside of this. The one filter is a RO filter, and that one does about 600 to 800 gallons per the filter. And the hybrid filter does 300 to 400 gallons. And the hybrid filter is going to filter out a lot of your hard particles and your more larger chunks of garbage and crap that come out of whatever you happen to be filtering out. Now, of course, if you use this in a home environment and you're just trying to clean the water that comes out of your sink, of course, it's going to last a lot longer in regards to that before you have to change your filters out. On their website, which I'll throw up on the screen, you can see the cost of those filters and how they play out. And of course, if you buy the multiple packs, you're going to save a lot more money. Because that's a question a lot of people ask us, okay, well, once the filter's out, how much is it going to cost me to replace those filters? Another question that I'm probably going to get asked is how many gallons of water can you process through this before the battery itself dies and you have to charge the system? And on average, this is going to be able to sustain about 9 gallons of water on a full charge. So some folks may also ask, well, what's the pore size of the water filtration unit itself? And I got it written down here. It is 0.0001 microns. That's extremely impressive. When you look at some of the other portable systems out there, or kind of, you could say much more portable, let's say the Sawyer Mini or the Sawyer itself, the Life Straw, the Grail GeoPress, and the many other portable water filtration systems that people take either for camping, hiking, overlanding, and so on and so forth, because it's a lot more portable to throw in a pack versus something like this. Now, I know the size can be an issue because it looks a lot bigger compared to, let's say, like some of the filters I was just discussing in regards to the smaller filters that usually people throw in their packs. But I consider this something that in a disaster scenario, you can deploy something like this that you would have in your vehicle. You would deploy it and be able to provide fresh drinking, reverse osmosis filtered water to not only your family and yourself, but also to people that are in devastated areas. So in my book, that is a truly win-win situation. All right, so again, what is the weight of this? This thing weighs about 13 pounds. The last question I want to answer here real quick is the charge time. If you're going to charge this via a power station or a grid type of scenario, it'll probably take through USB Type-C, which I like because USB Type-C, you can use your solar panels, you can use your power bricks, you can use your portable power stations and so on and so forth, and other options that, like in your vehicle that you can use. You can use some of those fast charging bricks. I don't know if you guys have one of them. Anchor makes a really great one. I think that pushes out about 140 watts, and it was just going to get things charged a lot faster. But on average, you're looking about 2 to 3 hours to get this thing charged. So you'll be down. If you have just one of these, you'll be down for that time that you're trying to charge this device. So you have to take that into account when you're trying to provide water for people. Now, outside of that, remember in the early part of this video, I said I'm going to be giving 5 of these away to one of you lucky viewers watching this video. So again, a lot of people are going to ask, well, how do I win? Well, I like to do things. I use like a cookie cutter process. What I want from you, my viewers, is of course you have to be subscribed to the channel. That's always a must. Just because what's the sense in giving this to someone who isn't subscribed and supporting the channel, right? Second, a thumbs up would truly be greatly appreciated. If you got any value, of course, out of the video as well, that's also greatly appreciated. And if you just happen to walk across this video, just make sure that you're subscribed. The biggest key factor and takeaway that you really need to do is drop a comment in the comment section. Tell me your thoughts on this water filtration system. Tell me what type of water filtrations do you use. Tell me if you see any pros and cons to this unit. Maybe it's too big or the weight or whatnot is a downside for you, but having it in your vehicle might be the plus side. You know what I mean? Like kind of elaborate down in the comments what you think, as well as interact with other folks down in the comments. That's always a benefit. So just drop a comment, whatever that comment is. We're going to use a YouTube comment random picker, and we'll draw the winners on this on a live stream. So I tell people the reason you got to be subscribed is so that you can keep track of what's going on in the community tab, and you can also keep track of the live streams. So on the live streams, we'll pull this up. We'll do a live drawing for 5 of these, not 1, 2, or 3, but 5 of these we're going to be giving away, which I think is really awesome. And I truly appreciate the company for doing that. So if you're one of those folks think that you can use a system like this, please drop a comment. And again, like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And remember, just stay tuned for the live stream. I will announce that in the community post, as well as a pinned comment when I release this video. I'm going to try to hone down a date. I want to get these out as soon as possible. I might even do them on Rudy's live stream, which I think is next week. I don't know if we're doing it on my channel or his channel, but usually we do live streams together on one of our channels. So just stay aware and stay tuned. Now, I've been thinking about sometimes people don't get a chance to watch the live streams. They get busy lives, so I understand that. And I think after I release the video and after I draw the winners, I might even put a pinned comment of all the winners so they can claim their prize. And I can get the company to send these things out to the folks that won. Outside of that, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, truly appreciate that you guys hanging out with me from start to finish and watching the videos. Check out some of the playlists. We always got lots of interesting things if you happen to miss it or if you're new here on the channel. Lots of great content, at least I think so from my perspective of the amount of time and research that I try to put into some of these review videos, as well as other videos that I do on the channel. And I always enjoy seeing you guys on the live streams. And as always, folks, remember, you are not alone. This is Gray Man, and I'm out, and I'll see you guys in the rebound. God bless every single one of you amazing folks out there. And again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video.